do is a contract. And literally every single thing, me turning up today is a contract. It was via email. It's not a value exchange, but it's a house, it's a value exchange. Car, it's a value exchange. Tickets to a concert, value exchange. All of this can go on crypto and it's instantly settlable, very fast, anywhere in the world. It's high velocity of capital. So an amazing thing. So people say, okay, I get that, Raoul, but this is way too complicated. There's all of this technology. I don't understand technology. It's not my job, but I want to capture this trend. What you want is just to sleep at night. You understand there's a lot of volatility, but just with a long enough time horizon, you capture the kinds of returns that we've seen from Bitcoin over the years. It's the biggest opportunity we've ever been given. You guys have had some great ones in the past. I think Shopify was one of yours, stuff like that. It's the same idea. Is like, let's pick great secular trending themes and let's ride them and make some money.
Raoul Pal has downplayed concerns about Bitcoin's recent weakness, calling it a normal consolidation phase before a significant rally. He described the current consolidation as a normal part of the banana zone pattern that precedes major rallies in the cryptocurrency market. He compared Bitcoin's current price performance to that of 2017, noting that the post-election dollar rally is temporarily tightening financial conditions, leading to a weaker economic data, but not a full-blown recession. The dollar began to recover, then slowed. However, financial conditions are now recovering sharply, which historically precedes Bitcoin price appreciation, Paul explained, dampening overall growth. This creates a period of short-term economic weakness fueled by financial conditions. Paul highlighted several indicators that suggest Bitcoin has already reflected this economic weakness and is poised to rebound. Paul's M2 global liquidity model has proven to be a reliable predictor of Bitcoin, now indicating that Bitcoin is recovering and could return to its previous highs within a few months. He reassured investors that 30 to 40% corrections during bull market periods are normal. Volatility contributes to impressive returns. According to Raoul Pal, Solana and Bitcoin are the biggest money-making opportunities of this bull cycle. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and the overall crypto market.
If you're under the age of 40, do whatever you want, right? It's risky, you know that, but you've got time to make money back so you can take the risk. If you're older, you really have to think, okay, I can see the opportunity, but what happens if something changes and we have a few bad years? And so what we've tended to find is that people start with something like a 5% allocation, maybe 2%. And what we've found is people over time get comfortable and they get larger. I mean, every single family office I've seen has gone from somebody trying to persuade the family office principal to do this and him saying no, to getting a 2% allocation. And then 3 years later, they're at 20%. But the thing is, dip your toe in, as other people say, get off zero, dip your toe in and see how it feels for you. One of the good things about a fund vehicle is you don't have to live with the volatility every day, which is really helpful, because if not, you get very distracted. If you look at the sources of capital for the Trump campaign, the largest single source of capital was crypto. They swung more states than any other group. It was huge. Of which, of the 60-odd states, 60-odd. So who is that? That is Coinbase. That is XRP Ripple. I mean, these are the most powerful, richest entities in crypto. And in exchange for winning Donald Trump the election, Donald Trump has gone all in on crypto. So much so that he's launching his own memes. Now, we can argue all day whether that was a good or bad thing to do, but what it's telling you is business is open. They're going to change how capital formation works in the United States. And we're going to use tokens as a way of creating fast, big capital formation. It's a very big deal. It's a very big deal because the finance industry has now got the nod to go ahead.
Paul believes the cryptocurrency market is about to enter a bull market similar to that of 2017, which saw a sharp rise, a brief drop, and then another rise. If he's right, even last weekend's mini bull-bust cycle only reinforces the potential strength of the initial bull cycle. Paul doesn't believe the bull cycle has truly begun. It's expected to begin in March and end in June. Paul believes the market will slow slightly this summer before heating up again with another rally in 2026. With an influx of reputable institutions like Citadel Securities into crypto, any potential bull cycle has more liquidity and capital to tap into. This is a new motivator and one of the reasons Paul and others are optimistic about the current cycle. Bitcoin's surge was fueled by Trump's announcement of a U.S. strategic cryptocurrency reserve. The U.S. president has expanded his vision for this reserve, which was first mentioned as a campaign pitch in 2024 under the name Bitcoin Reserve. The stash, as Trump's posts indicate, will indeed include Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also several major altcoins, including Solana, Ripple, and Cardano. This could pave the way for the integration of a market cap-weighted cryptocurrency index into the cryptocurrency reserve. This means that any successful cryptocurrency could one day be included in the reserve. Meanwhile, the National Cryptocurrency Reserve could be the catalyst for the bull market Paul and others have been anticipating for months. With the Cryptocurrency Summit scheduled for later this week, more news is expected to boost the market. Solana was currently trading at nearly $146 per cryptocurrency, but if the stars align, it's easy to imagine it could surge past $500. Rather, there's one indicator in particular that's often overlooked in discussions about the growth possibilities of cryptocurrencies, but one that's highly relevant to their growth over time. Blockchains like Solana aim to become platforms for decentralized finance, DeFi, which includes decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges, lending or borrowing platforms, and distributed payment processors, among other types of projects in this segment. The goal of many cryptocurrencies is to offer these decentralized services to form the backbone of an alternative financial system, separate from the system most people interact with through fiat currency. But just as in the traditional financial sector, DeFi products and services aren't free. Most generate revenue in one way or another, and some even make a profit. But does the nascent DeFi ecosystem on Solana guarantee that the cryptocurrency will soon reach $500? Not at all. Like companies issuing shares, the market may not care about the increased on-chain revenue. Even if investors notice, it may take a long time before this causes the cryptocurrency's price to rise. However, this is a clearly positive outlook for Solana's chances of success as a future investment. Consistently generating revenue is only possible if there are products or services that people are willing to pay for, and evidence shows that at least some of these phenomena are occurring here. Robert Kiyosaki, author of the famous book Rich Dad Poor Dad, has had some strong opinions about Bitcoin. He claims that missing out on Bitcoin is a big mistake for anyone looking to become financially rich. He thinks it's an easy way to get rich. Kiyosaki suggests being wary of Bitcoin proponents and their comments. He predicts that Bitcoin could reach $200,000 by the end of the year. He also believes the price could reach $1 million per cryptocurrency before the end of the decade. Kiyosaki's point of view is clear. He sees Bitcoin as a tremendous opportunity. He doesn't believe there's a need to be cautious or hesitant. He emphasizes boldness. He believes those that don't buy Bitcoin are making a bad decision. The author explains that old investment methods are no longer as effective. He says the world is changing, and we all need to adapt to this evolution. He believes Bitcoin is the future of money and advises people to educate themselves and invest in it. Kiyosaki said Bitcoin could reach $1 billion or even more by 2030. These are ambitious predictions, and the cryptocurrency analyst believes the value will continue to rise.